Yo, hey guys, Ken Perryman here, and I am back again with another product, and it is this guy right here. Let me show it to you. It is the Tonor K13 Voice Amplifier 50 watt, 6,000 milliamp hour rechargeable Bluetooth personal PA system with wireless headset. It also has they say waistband, but it's actually a shoulder strap or a waistband. And it also has the capability of being like a megaphone style speaker for training or teaching tour guides and all that kind of stuff. This is really great for, and it's a bigger size too, for those groups or crowds that you're wanting to talk to, be it at a classroom, be it a lecture hall. Maybe you're in a impromptu lecture in an area where you need to add a bit more volume to your voice. And this is going to be the guy for it. So before we get started, let me go ahead and show you this up here, and it is that guy right there. All that really means is the fact that it's sponsored, meaning that the company has sent this to me so I can show you all about it. Now, let's go ahead and dive right into the box and see what you get in this box. All right, and here we go. This is everything that's inside the box. It's packaged so very well. It has a great foam block. But I will tell you, the first thing I notice about this guy is it is very heavy. It has got a large heft to it. I do see that you got a little bump out section right here. You have what looks like the thing that will probably these straps will go to give you a little carry strap. It has rubber feet on the bottom, right? Yes, it feels pretty nice. And then what's really cool back here is it does have that subwoofer, maybe bass speaker or speaker flex, that this thing flex in and out as the main speaker itself vibrates and moves. And a whole bunch of controls up here. So we'll get into all these controls and these knobs and all this stuff here. Yeah, here in a little bit. So let's go ahead and talk about what's in the manual. Voice amplifier instruction manual walks you through all kinds of features. So, oh, I didn't even show you the other main event too, and that is this guy right here. It comes separated. You snap it into place over here, and then you put this portion over your head, and this goes in front of your mouth, and you can see here that it has a barrel that faces towards your mouth. So you just got to make sure you keep that, tilted towards your mouth. And then you just do something like so. Maybe, yeah, strap it around the back side of your head. Bring this down. There you go. And then you kind of got to get this in a position to where it'll pick up your voice, but you won't breathe on it, I guess. But I feel like you want fries with that? No, it's kind of cool. It looks like, it's just one of those microphones that either you're a famous K-pop singer or something, or you're doing a tour, or you're the ShamWow guy. Anyway, and if you know what that means, you're a little bit older. So let's keep this on my face here, as you can see right there, and we'll walk through that manual just a little bit more. You have some Velcro strap. Oh, no, yeah, you have a Velcro strap, but you have this guy, which does fit through these little tabs right here. And it's interesting. It looks like it's a leather belt. And it has that appearance. Nice little accoutrements right here. Nice little shininess. And then, yeah, I think it's pleather, or vegan leather, as they say nowadays. I think this will go through here, and then you slide this in here. And boom, feeds right through. And now you have a nice little carry handle, maybe shoulder strap. Yeah, yeah, for somebody maybe a little bit skinnier. But yeah, you got a shoulder strap and you got a little carrying handle for your speaker so that you can talk through. And you see how I got this set up over here. So, okay, so now that we got this on here, we'll go ahead and try to set this off to the side, and I'll bring this back so we can go over the controls here. But let me continue on through this. You have USB A to USB C, which I believe this is going to be your connection via an audio device. You have an auxiliary cable, so you can, the 3.5 millimeter connections, so you can plug these into the auxiliary port here, and then also probably feed it to another device that has it, maybe old phones or whatever. You do have a USB-A to USB-C, and I see that it's white, so I'm assuming that this is your charge cable. I believe that maybe this can do the same thing, but we'll see. And then you have this guy right here, which is cool. It's just another, um, it's another one of these covers. And then you have this guy, which, that's weird. It's interesting. I don't know what it's for. It looks like it clips over something, maybe. Or it clips onto, oh, okay. Yeah, it's got a, so they'll explain it in the book, right? I wonder, it looks like the same connection on the back side here that goes onto this headset. So maybe I guess you can connect the headsets in a different way. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You can connect it. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So you can take this big ring thing off. Okay, this makes sense, right? Here we go. Yeah, see? So you can open this up, and it has this little leg. So you can take this also, put this on. There you go. And then you can clip this like maybe like some people do. You can clip it to like your hat, right? And then you can twist this around and bring this to your front. More importantly is that it probably goes into something like this. There it is, right? Yep. And then you can slide this up your hat right there. Oh yeah, that's exactly right. Then you don't have to feel like you got this thing, it's a wire setup. You don't feel like this pressure on your head. Not that it matters, but if you're going to wear a hat, you might as well have something that just feels a little bit more comfortable and isn't awkward with the hat on you. And you have this guy going on. So that's pretty darn cool. Well, I'm glad I kind of figured that out. And that's why you should read the manual, people. So you also have the ability to do a Bluetooth mode with the phone. You also have the ability to play with the TF card. Micro SD card is what we call it over here. You can plug, yes, your phones directly in here. And you can also plug a USB dongle in here so to play music. So let's walk through this real quick. As you see right here, I showed you this speaker. But then right over here, you have a USB-C connection, which I love. That means that this thing should be able to run a bit quicker, charging wise. It is 6,000 milliamp hours. You have a TF card or a micro SD card slot, which is right below the USB-C. You have a USB connection, a USB type A. You have your aux in, mic in if you have one of those small microphones, or maybe even you have, which is really cool. We're going to test that one out. I hope we should be able to test it out. Is one of those DJI lavalier style, not lavalier, but wireless mic. You could do that also. This is wireless too, but maybe you can use that. You can also have mic 1 and mic 2. So you have two inputs here, and then you have a larger mic for those larger connection cables there. So then on top you have as well, you have your power button, and you have a multitude of play. So if you want to play like music on the card, some people may be one of those ones where they're doing a little tour and you got to like maybe some sound effects that are playing along as you walk along and doing a tour of an area. And it's like, you're going to go, show boats, and then you're going to have like the ocean sound in the background while you're talking over that, as an idea. No other buttons or controls that I can see. And then, yeah, this should be something straightforward on what we have right here. And then I'm going to try and do a wireless mic setup. Toner 3. Okay. So simple enough. I should be able to flip a switch. Let me double check. It is on. It is on. Right? It shows that this blue light is on. There is a on and off switch, and then there's a pair button. So I'm going to turn this on. Says,
Bluetooth mode.
oh yeah. Okay. So blue. Let me turn around so you can actually read this. Now, I feel like I'm in one of those norebang karaoke rooms. So, can you hear me? And it's echoing like crazy. But that's fine. Yeah, yeah. So I could turn this down, and there we go. Now it sounds like a normal speaker box where you're trying to um, give a lecture, talk, whatever. And more importantly, you can turn up the volume. And this is the, oh, gotta be careful. The mic's so close. Sorry, guys. So I'm turning up the mic, but I can't go too loud because it'll pick it up. So can you hear that? Listen to that. So oh yeah, I am pinging in the red according to my mic because I have this thing blasting right in front of you. And yeah. Oh, the master volume is for when you're playing music or some other items that are coming through. Then you have your echo. If you want the echo, if you're one of those guys that just loves to do echo, and that's usually for people like me who can't sing and they need a little echo to make them sound better when they're singing. But then you have the ability to turn the mic down. And look at this, you can see the numbers for the mic all the way up to 32. And then this thing is just blasting. So this, I don't know if you heard that, but that, ooh. Okay, so this thing is awesome. Now with this, check this out. So, you've seen people where they have these, and it's probably not the best option. I need the wind muff for this. And I don't think it's in this bag. Yeah, it's not in the bag. But the cool thing is if I really wanted to, I can put this in, and then use this guy right here. And then I can just set it right down here. I can put it over here. I can run it through my shirt, and then I've got a lavalier mic. I can then, yo, hello, 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 echo. Do we want some echo? Oh, we won't even do the echo. How about this for the mic? Yeah, this won't even. All right. So the Bluetooth is adjusted by this knob, most of the Bluetooth that's coming in, but the line in is from the master. So what we can do is crank this all the way up. I then can also, if I really wanted to, go ahead and connect or actually use the gain in this and increase it to make it louder so that I could put this somewhere else a little bit further away. And also unplug it from here, use this maybe even as one of those handheld microphones on a stick, and I can talk to this too. And I can use this and talk to it all day. I want to get this closer so that you can hear it in the microphone right here. Isn't this pretty cool? Now, pretty bad. So you got to keep this at a location that you're not breathing into it. But this guy as well, you could use these types of mics. You don't have to use the one that comes with it, even though I think it works a little bit better than this. But you can use these, or maybe you can use this as some other microphone for someone else to use, and then you can just use this to talk through this. Once again, we're going to switch back.
Bluetooth mode.
And it is now back into Bluetooth mode. Let me put this on, and there's the button, and then it's back here right by my mouth, on. Give it a second. So remember I mentioned that the other knob, let me show it to you down here. Remember how I said that this knob is what controls the Bluetooth speaker, and that is correct. This is what's controlling this speaker, or this microphone that I'm using right here. So let me pop this so you can see that this mic is running this here, and you have to use this volume. When I was using the other auxiliary mic, that operates over here. So I can turn this all the way down, it doesn't matter. And I do like that once it notices what knob you're turning, it knows what you're doing. And then there's the echo. So you don't need echo unless you are, well, it's your choice to use echo however you want to use echo. But this is something that I won't be using. I'm really impressed with this. I do like how it works great. Again, it's the K13 Toner voice amplifier. It's 50 watts, 6,000 milliamp hour, rechargeable Bluetooth speaker, PA system. Love it. Works great. And guys, I hope this was helpful for you. I do appreciate your time. And I'm out.